everybody, I'm Paulie G. Welcome back to the Paulie G Show, coming to you live from high atop Mount Georgia. How are you today? We interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast of Les Paul awesomeness to bring you an update on Epiphone J200s. So you may recall from previous video of mine that I had bought a 6-string Epiphone J200 master built guitar, which was, overall a good guitar, but sound wise totally unsatisfactory for me. And that guitar is now out of my collection, although it's with a very happy customer, so it's a win-win. It's always a good deal when both parties are happy, and in this case, that is true. And I talked a lot about getting a Sigma version of the Sunburst J200 because I wanted a less expensive J200 than the Gibsons to take out and play and sort of have a bash around with. But the thing about the Sigmas is there's none in the U.S. for sale. They're virtually all in either Germany or London or parts of England. I don't know why that is, but all of my searches have found them to be overseas. So, there's no chance to really play one, and shipping's been expensive, and I just haven't been able to get my head around buying one of those yet. Not to say it's not going to happen, but another happenstance visit to Guitar Center. I don't know what it is lately, but I've been finding myself in Guitar Center stores a little more than normal. Normally, the only time I really ever go to Guitar Center is when I'm traveling, just for a place to go and touch a guitar, But around here, it's rare for me to ever go. But I wound up there again because I was looking for a small amplifier for one of my digital pianos. I had a specific reason for going there. Didn't find what I was looking for, but of course I had to poke into the acoustic room, and I picked up this Epiphone J200 12-string and started to play it and fell very much in like with it. So, it's one of those things where I hadn't really planned on buying any guitar that day, but I've been wanting a Sunburst J200, and lately I've been playing a lot more 12 strings, or I shouldn't say a lot more, but a little more 12 strings on my acoustic shows, and I'm finding them to sound really good for certain things, and getting a lot of great audience response to the 12-string guitars that I've been bringing. So the more I played this, the more I enjoyed it and realized it's a beautifully crafted guitar. It's not a master built, but it's from the same factory, which is that Indonesia factory, and it's an inspired by Gibson, model. So it was brand new in the store, although it's a 2021 serial number. But it's, solid spruce top, laminated maple back and sides, but, so what, right? We're not talking about a Gibson J200 here, Really, really nice, solid neck. The tuners are great. It stays in tune. It's got the Grover tuners on it, and it stays in tune really well, which for a 12-string, you gotta have. I mean, because, man, when these things go out of tune, they're hard to tune on the fly, when you're in the middle of a song. You don't know which knob you're grabbing here. I don't know. I mean, some people can do it. I can't. I got to take out the tuner and go through the whole tree and, to find the culprit when it goes out. But it stays in tune wonderfully, and it's just a great guitar. So I'm back on the Epiphone thumbs up kick here. But here's the other really interesting thing about this one, and why I'm extra glad I bought it on the spot, didn't hem and haw and say, oh, let me think about it, I'll come back. Because if it was gone, I would have been a little bit even more maybe disappointed in myself, because when I got home, I started looking online for any information on this model, whether what the prices were like. The price on this was really low. It was way less than the 6-string J200 that I bought. Way less, like almost half the price. So crazy, right? Crazy inexpensive. But the weird thing is that all of the J200 Epiphones that I found have been the J200 EC, which has a big, goofy looking cutaway. I mean, I'm sorry, Epiphone, but that's just a goofy looking guitar, you know. I don't play cutaway acoustic guitars anyway. I'm going to say never here. You will never see me own a cutaway acoustic guitar. I'm saying the word never here, all right? It's just not going to happen. People love them. I understand if you want to go up here and solo, you know, great for you. I'm not doing that 90% of the time. And I just don't like that look. I mean, all the Martin, like the high-end, Taylor, pardon me. All the Taylor high-end guitars, all their best stuff, it's all cutaways. It's just right off the bat, yeah, I'm out. I'm not doing that. You know, I just don't like them. You know, I'm just traditional that way. But anyway, so this was a really lucky find, because I couldn't find any others that are the square-shouldered J200 12-string Epiphone. So once again, it's one of these, like, how could this be a one-off? It's an Epiphone. It's a production model. I mean, you know, this is not a Collins one-of-a-kind guitar here. So where did this model go? I don't know. The label just says J200 12-string. And every time I search for that, all I get is that 12-string cutaway thing. So I'm extra glad I found this one, especially for the price I paid. So once again, 2 thumbs up for Epiphone. Another win, in my opinion. And I'm definitely going to be playing this one out. So it scratches a couple of itches, which is I wanted a Sunburst J200, and it's a good sounding guitar, and playing more 12-string, you know, makes me play a little bit differently. You know, the thing about 12 strings, you know, you lose a lot of bass, right? You know, the strings are so small in diameter that you sacrifice, you know, a lot of the bass tone. But, you know, when you plug it in and it's got that Fishman Sonocore pickup on it, you know, you can EQ it and get some bottom end on it. But it sounds great just by itself, which to me is much more important anyway, because it's got to start there. If it doesn't sound good, you know, just on its own, then, you know, I'm not going to really want to play it that much, and probably not going to take it out and play it. So, yeah, a lucky find here. And my next video, I will finish up my Les Paul collection with you. I'm looking forward to that. Just wanted to make a quick Friday afternoon video here and show you this really lucky find for this week. So anyway, stay tuned, and until next time, this is Paulie G reminding you that when it comes to guitars, you only need one more. Seems like that's what I'm getting more and more of. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.